Daddy, today's episode is all my fault.
It is your fault, babe. Today is all about this Ultimate Edition KANE figure. This week on Nostalgia Button, we are reviewing and unboxing this Ultimate Edition KANE. So, last week, or the week before last, it was all about KANE. I've got loads of KANE figures, and I mentioned in the video, Mattel, no release to Australia for this figure. None. And then Smarty Pants over here is like, go to the toy store, buy a present for that kid that's got the birthday coming up.
Yeah, it's a boy.
It's a boy. So I'm like, oh, his dad likes wrestling, I'll get him a wrestling figure.
Yeah, so I'm like, can you go buy the wrestling figure you said you wanted to buy for this kid's birthday that's on the weekend?
And guess what was in the store when I got there? Hey! The Ultimate Edition KANE. It's got an Australian release.
Apparently it's all my fault because I asked him to go buy a
Well,
kid's birthday.
if she hadn't have sent me, YouTube family, if she hadn't sent me to the toy store, then I wouldn't have discovered this. And I mean, who knows if it was still would have been there. I wouldn't have gotten the pick of the litter because there was a whole box of just Kanes and Undertakers. And of course I had to grab the Undertaker as well, the Brothers of Destruction, and I grabbed another KANE as well. So I actually have two Kanes, but this is the one I'm going to keep
Me.
mint in box. And this is the one we're going to let breathe today. We're going to open this and review it. So let's get started. I'm so excited. Let's open this bad boy up. Let's let it breathe. I've got my trusty X-Acto knife here.
Stanley knife.
And before I let
You
it...
call it an X-Acto knife?
Oh, it's an X-Acto blade, isn't it?
I thought
and
it was called a Stanley knife.
Stanley, named after the famous Stanley knife.
I don't know why it's called a Stanley knife.
Just is.
That's what I know it as.
Before we let it breathe though, let's just take a moment to enjoy the artwork. So there's our big red machine KANE looking very ominous there on the side. That's how it's packaged. We have obviously the figure displayed here, the winged eagle belt, hands, spare hands there, Danielle.
Well, but they're different.
Spare hand?
They're a different kind of hand. It's not like they're spare hands. Those ones, there's
Yeah.
an open.
So he comes with the classic C grips, okay, like the Lego man, and obviously just hands out. Also, we have the robe and the voice box as well that he used when he debuted, and just another hair look. And here's the back of the package. We've got an image of KANE there, the actual action figure, the toy at the top, and then obviously the big red machine there with his massive guns in his prime. Yes. So picked it up, as you can see there, $44.99, which is actually really good.
We have a rule about you buying your figures now, don't we?
Yes, we do. We have a rule. If I buy an action figure, I have to be able to put that same amount of money in our savings. So I owe you $166 because I bought 3 Ultimate action figures. But I guess I was saying, like, $44 for this figure is actually really, really good because whenever you see them online, they're like at least $60.
Really?
I've never unboxed an, yeah, at least.
You've never unboxed an Ultimate?
I've never unboxed an Ultimate. This is the first time I've ever let one of these breathe.
How's it feeling so far?
I'm nervous.
It's not hurting at all?
No, I just, yeah, I don't want to make any mistakes here because I know I am going to be displaying it loose, obviously, but still I don't want to destroy the box.
You want to be able to put it back in the
I'd
box.
like to be able to put it back in. I mean, you know, it's always nice to have the box. Like I said, it's pretty, it's one of my favourites. Let's get that in there. There we go. There we go. And one more. They really... Yes?
Do you reckon they're ever going to release a Mayor KANE?
Mayor? What are you talking about?
Because he's a mayor now, isn't he?
You mean a mayor KANE?
Yeah.
How'd you say mayor? What's a mayor? A mayor? I doubt it because he doesn't wrestle as the mayor. So why would they?
If his political career comes short, he can come back.
Guess.
As the mayor.
Yeah, right. So here we go. It's all loose now. Let's open it up.
Do you need some help?
No, it's okay.
It's like a band-aid. Just rip it off.
Yeah. Is it coming? Have I... Oh, there's one more.
No, you missed a bit.
I missed a bit. Okay.
It's a lot of packaging.
Yeah, there really is a lot of tape on these boxes. My gosh. Okay, there we go. Okay. Wow. All right. So it does. You can just kind of open it up like that.
Opened up like a book.
Here it is. So he kind of opens up, and then his bubble. You can take the bubble completely out, I believe. So there it is there.
So that'll be easy to take it apart then, won't it? And
So I
keep
can
it all nice.
pop it back in there at some point if I like.
I mean, it's
Pop that
not
over
like
there.
it's not like the Barbie dolls where they've got like twisty things holding it into the packaging and stuff. That just pops out now, yeah.
No, yeah, there's no twist. Oh, no, there is twisties.
Oh.
Yeah. So I've got to cut those first. Do. So might have
And
to.
what is it about this figure that makes it ultimate, like better than the other ones?
So
Aside from the fact that it's a different figure.
yeah, I need scissors. This is not going to work. Had to go over to the main house to grab some scissors, but we're back in business.
The main house, as if we're on like this huge property.
Hey, this is the man cave, and down there's the main house. It is the main house. So you were right.
That's the way you said it.
There is. Oh, okay. So the other one was just one, but for some reason Mattel's given me two on this one, so this is going to be even trickier to open.
How kind is Mattel?
Might need to do a bit of a fast forward with some Benny Hill music here. And there he is.
But yeah, it's like the plastic is like molded.
Yeah, this is specific to this figure.
Yeah.
They can't. Yeah, they have to make one of these every time they release a figure. I don't. It's definitely not.
That's where your extra money is, right there.
That's when you shoot it, you will know where your money went. Okay, well that's interesting. So in other versions of KANE, he doesn't. His belt is just like painted on, whereas this one, the belt is actually like kind of like an accessory. It moves up and down, so you can kind of have it exactly where you want it over the top of his torso there, where it would have sat when he was wrestling.
Lots of articulation.
Yeah, so the articulation in these is the torso. I mean, obviously there's the torso articulation in the ultimate, in the elites, but it's a different type. It's kind of, it reminds me of the deluxe aggression style articulation.
Yeah.
Where it was all the way across the torso like that. Oh, so here's the moment of truth. Okay, so I don't need any replacement parts for this because this is a second run. So you can see here, when they first released this figure, there was, the paint wasn't painted in that elbow joint, but they've fixed it, and so that means this one I've got is one of the second runs, and you can only tell if you actually unbox the figure. So we can assume that my other boxed figure is also the second run or the second release. They had to make a running change.
Never assume.
Yeah, because even if you have a look at the back of the box, you can actually see a tiny little bit of like skin there where they made the mistake, where they painted it wrong. They didn't make it all red. So that's a completely red arm now. So that's awesome. Okay, so let's have a look at the deco. We have this really great head sculpt with his flowing hair right there. There it is. And the other head that he comes with, his hair is back off
Behind his ears.
behind his ears. Yes, Danielle. So there's his head behind. Here's his hair behind his ears. So let's see how easy it is to pop this head off. Not too bad. We got it off without too much drama, and we can pop this one on instead.
You don't want no drama. No drama.
Kind of tricky to get this one on. Gosh, it's not easy. Breaking.
I mean, it's interesting that they gave him two different hairstyles instead of giving him masked and unmasked.
No.
Because really, his hair is always just out.
Why would they give you unmasked on a debut figure?
I don't know. So you can see his face.
Because no, Daddy, that's silly. Oh my God. Okay, well I've got that on. That really didn't want to go on. So there he is there now with that hair behind his ears.
And so his torso moves like that, but then his waist twists from side to side.
Yes, you can twist his waist. Yes, you just got to be careful of his little belt. So you can kind of have him turning a little bit if you like, whatever, you know. But again, you'd have to be really careful with his belt. So I'm not going to twist his torso. I'm going to leave his torso where it is. We also have, yeah, like really cool deco down the side there, that classic, and then just like the more of the angular or whatever you would call that kind of design on the side there, going all the way down. One sleeve obviously is bare and the other one covered. His feet move. Oh wow, okay. So you've got like toe articulation in these. Look at that, he can bend his toe up and down. Why you need that, I don't know.
Maybe you can make him like he's walking.
He looks like the witch in the Wizard of Oz when she is underneath Dorothy's house. Yeah.
Maybe you can make it so that like he's walking.
Ah, okay, maybe that's the whole point of it. You can make him do the moonwalk or something like that. Yeah, it's very tricky, but yeah, interesting articulation.
If they make a figure of a ballerina, that's an excellent articulation to have.
Absolutely.
On point.
Now these knee joints are really bendable. Look, he can bend right back on himself there like that. So that's kind of cool. So you know, if he was doing like a flying movement or something in the air, coming off the top rope.
For your fig photography.
For the figure photography fans out there, there you go. He can do that. It's really cool. Let's just check out all the accessories. So we've got that different head on there now. He also comes with this voice box, so you can put that in his hand.
Box for?
So early on in his run, he couldn't talk because his voice box was damaged from the fire. So they put this in his hand,
so he could talk.
So he could do like, you know, I'm Jade, or you know, whatever he would say. I'm not completely across the dialogue that he actually was told to say or anything, but I know that's why they come with it. It's really not easy to get in here. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Not very friendly.
No, but okay, so I guess he's kind of in there now. And can you get it up to his throat? Yes, you can.
Oh, so he would hold it against his throat.
He would hold it just like that, against his throat like that. And so now he's talking.
He's a smoker who had throat cancer.
That's exactly what he would sound like, yes. Comes with this, just generic, there's nothing really different about this, I don't think, to the ones that you get from in the Elite packages. Yeah, it even says 2012 on the back of this. So literally just the same belt that they've released a million times, so, which is sad.
Did
I mean, it's
Kane
an ultimate.
win that belt?
Yeah, Kane was a WWF champion or WWE champion,
and so
but only a very short run. I think it was only
they
from
could have, like,
one pay-per-view, and then he lost it on Raw.
So they could have made it like more personalised and put like Kane's things on those little gold bits, because isn't that what they do every time someone
now,
gets...
but not then.
Oh, okay, well, I don't know.
I think they might have, but that was I think towards the end of the Attitude Era, they had like different stuff like that. Here's his interchangeable hands, so you can have him posing with his hands out instead of the C grips, which I'll probably change because the C grips are pretty boring. So let's have a look at that. Yeah, well, or maybe I'll pose him. Oh, very good. Yep, he's a champ.
He is the champ.
Yep. It's kind of hard to have him on there with the belt underneath the belt though, so that's interesting, but there we go. And we'll take this one off and we'll put his other hand on so he can be a bit more expressive with his hands. Oh, that's an interesting touch too. So these gauntlets aren't molded on, so they move up and down the wrist as well. You could take it off even if you wanted to, but there you go. So now he's kind of holding his hand up like he's very menacing, you know, talking into the mic.
Was one of his moves the choke slam?
Oh yeah, that was his move, the choke slam. That was his finisher.
But because it's usually the big guys who do the choke slam.
That's true.
He's not the only one who does a choke slam.
No, but that was his finishing move.
So it looks like he's getting ready for his choke slam.
Pretty much, yeah, you can make it up. And so here's this pretty cool, you know, little cape, which is an interesting accessory.
Did he wear a cape?
He did wear this cape once. I will put the vision of him wearing the cape in right now. And so there it is. And so it's got like a little
Velcro
Velcro tag that you can put it around his neck and have him wearing his cape, cutting a promo,
coming down to the ring
in this cape, which is really cool. It's very, very different to anything that we've gotten in the past.
So this Ultimate is a likeness of him at the beginning of his career as Kane.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is his debut attire. This is how he was, discovered, originally shown to us in the WWE universe. This is how he was released.
So now you've got one to play with, one still in its box.
Yeah,
Are you going to unpack his brother so that they can play together? Or are you going to leave Undertaker in his box as well?
I don't know. I haven't decided. You know, if we're running low on video ideas, we might unbox the Undertaker one day. But for now, he is remaining mib.
Why is it that funny?
Just sounds funny. But look at this guy. He's so cool. You know what? I think I might display it with this cape because it is so. Cool. It does look cool, doesn't it? Well done, Mattel. Really awesome. He looks like some type of, superhero or supervillain, I should say, in this fiery red and black cape. Great detail on the top as well. You can see the little press studs here around it there. I think possibly this head is probably one you need to use for the cape, because this other one, I'm not sure if it would work, but I'll give it a try as well anyway. Why not?
Unless you had the cape on first and then put the head on.
Yeah, possibly. But guys, look, if you're a Kane mark and you can find this in the wild or you can find it online, I would grab it. I'm so excited that I was able to pick it up. This is definitely a very cool figure. I know this can definitely go in a lot further. There we go. That's a lot better.
That's what he said.
It can go in a lot further. Dirty. Perfect. So now he's really holding that. It kind of reminds me of the communicator that C-3PO has. He's like, we've had some problems. Would you shut up and listen to me? Shut down all garbage smashes on the detention level.
We've had some problems.
Will you shut up and listen to me? Shut down all the garbage smashes on the detention level, will you?
No, shut them all down. Going a bit off topic. Thank you so much for watching our review and unboxing of this Kane Ultimate Edition Mattel figure.
And thank you to everyone who has subscribed.
Yeah, we're getting new subscribers every week. It's exciting.
So lovely.
Yeah.
That people are supporting us. It's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Please like this video, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe with your bell, if you haven't already, with your bell notifications turned on so you never miss an episode of Nostalgia Button. We had this Nostalgia Button, it arrived, but I forgot to bring it over from the main house. So,
from the main house on our ginormous property.
Yeah, it's huge. But there he is. Look at him. So excited I own him.
That's a joke. We don't have a big property.
No, not at all. Keep subscribing. Maybe one day we will. Look at that. Yes, so cool. All right. That is Kane, completely unboxed and unfettered. Unfettered? Unfettered. We will see you next time on Nostalgia Button. Bye.
Bye.
What you buy this week? Did you get some toys instead of the groceries? I wanted this since I was a kid. Now I live in a box, but at least I chased the dream. I gotta intercept that package, or my wife will leave me and I'll end up on the street.